What's up, guys? Today we got I believe 2014 Ford Raptor. It's having clicking noises in the dash, having problems with the temperature blend doors. I believe it's a driver's side left-hand temperature blend door, and then the panel, defrost, and floor actuator. For the left-hand actuator, I believe it's on the bottom of the dash right here. We actually have to pull the dash out, pull the box, the AC box out, flip it over, replace that climate control actuator. And then to do that job, you have to evacuate the AC, pull the heater hoses off, take the seats out, center console out, pull the whole dash apart. There's one bolt on this side, two bolts on that side, one in the side down by the A pillar on the driver hand side. There's going to be some bolts right here along the sides, some in the middle. I'm going to show you guys how to do all that. We'll do a little walkthrough video. Yeah, basically you got to start with the seats. I always start with the seats. You got to take these little things off. They're really not bad. They kind of just pop out of there and then lift up, out. Yep, see, kind of just flies out of there. And I always tend to throw all of my parts in the back seat. I'm always not the cleanest about working because I've been doing it for a lot of years now, so I kind of know where every little piece goes, so I don't really have to worry about being like putting everything as it comes off. I kind of just throw it all back there and put it all together. But once you get that little cover off, you can unplug your seatbelt for your seatbelt. Unplug that, and then it's going to be a Torx. So let me grab some Torx real quick and we'll undo that. And I haven't had time to clean it. They do have a little cleaning kit around here, but he doesn't ever clean the shit. Useless. Take that off. Now your seatbelt's out of there. I like to roll them back so you can get to the front bolts, and they're just 13s. And then I push the seat all the way forward. You could tilt it forward, the backrest too. You can tilt that up too, so it gives you a little more space. And then you got to get to your two back ones. Let me get a light. And all right, if you guys see, you got these little covers, right? The little covers right there. You got to take both of those off. I like to use a little hook pick, and basically you just stick it in this side. Pop it out. Boom. Pop them out. I guess my socket fell off. See where that went. God damn it. Don't you just hate when that happens? Where do you think it went? Yep, fell in the dog hair. The nasty dog hair. It's the only thing that sucks about working on the insides of people's cars is they're so fucking disgusting. This guy obviously has dogs. I have dogs too. It's probably why there's dirt in the seat. Put this on there. bolts out. Okay, then I like to go middle with the seat. There's gonna be a connector right here. See, look at all the trash. All the trash. And to undo this connector, you gotta push on this little black piece and pull it down. See how it unlocked? And then you could pull out on this piece. And there you go. Now you could take the seat out. You always want to be careful not to scratch your trim panel. So I've done that a few times. Actually, gives it a good little scratch through the trim panel. Be careful about that so you don't have to replace them. I'm going to take this seat out. I'm going to do the other side. I'll get back to you guys on the center console. All right, as you guys can see, I got the driver seat out, both of the seats out. I'm not going to mess around right here for right now. I'm gonna have one of the wash guys out back come and clean all this up before I take the center console out. But we can go ahead and take some of these side trim pieces off. This thing, you put your finger right in this hole and grab the back of it. It'll kind of just pull right out. Pull that back there. These kick panels, nothing to them. They're just clips. I like to be super careful with these because they are a little more flimsy. Like, you can see how much I'm bending this, so you can actually pull on it a lot without breaking it, but they are kind of flimsy, so just pull up on it, keep pulling up. There's one side, there's another one, there's another one. See, these things break real easy, and it'll leave this whole thing just in there, so it kind of just flops around there. Just be easy with them. It's like that on both sides, passenger and driver side. Same with this piece. It's the same on the driver side. And then you can take out the little BCM cover. That just pulls out. And then you can take out this, lift up on the bottom. Usually this is the easiest way. If you lift up on the bottom and pull out on them, see, pop that, and then pop that. Nothing broken. Perfect. Just I've spent a lot of years working on these things. The glove box, you're gonna have to drop this down to get to some electrical connectors. We'll show you that. I don't like messing with everybody's stuff in there, so I try not to take them out and stuff. You can take the A pillar off. These little clips, they just clip in. If you push them out, they just pop out. I believe it's like either 8 millimeters. I think it's 8 to 8 millimeters. Hold this A pillar on. Let me get all my tools set up, and I'll show you guys how to remove all this stuff, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I got the tools set up. I got the carpet all cleaned up. They're actually 2 7 millimeters, one right there, one right here. I took them out already. You give it a good yank towards the inside of the car. See the clips right there? Come out and you pull it up. And then you'll see on the inside, this red wire, that's to the tweeter on the inside of the A-pillar. So you can actually unplug the tweeter. See, it kind of just falls out of there now. And then you're unhooking that wire right there. Got the A-pillar out. While you're up here, you can honestly pull these things. They come out because there's bolts. It's either that side or this side. There's 2 or 1 or 2 or 1 in there. And usually it's easier to stick a light on the inside and look through the outside of the windshield to get to that bolt. I'll show you when we get there. This little trim piece down here has to come off. It should just pull off. clips, one hook. So you're actually supposed to do the back first and slide it out. Okay, and then to take the center console out, because it's a floor shifter, we are going to have to take this little bezel off. Take the bezel off, take the outside of this off, undo the shift cable, and then we could slide this back. I'm gonna undo the 8mm. There's one right there. There's one right there. There should be same exact on the other side. And I believe that's all that holds it in. Let's take those out right now. Yeah, see, it's already loose. Let's pop this out. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get this in there. Might have to use a hook pick just so we don't break it, because if you break these things, it pain in the ass. I actually have my hook pick right here on the ground. Yeah, see, we're not even going to take it off. Somebody's already taken this all apart. See how the cup holders just fell out of it? Those are broken. That is definitely broken. So basically it pulls up and then it should pull out here. See how we're hitting the gear shift? So let's do this. I have to hit the brake and so what I do is I turn the key on, put this all the way back in first, then you can lift up on it even more, pull it back a little bit. Usually these cup holders usually will stay. I'm gonna pull them out because obviously somebody's been in there before. So, and then we're gonna unplug all of this. And that is out. Oops, dropped that. Like I said, guys, there's 2 more bolts. We'll take that out. Whoa. There's 2 more bolts right there. But we also have to disconnect the shifter cable. Stop that beeping. All right. That's out. Now the shifter cable is always kind of hard on these trucks. Usually I do unbolt this and take it out of my way. Alright guys, I'm going to take out the 4 bolts on the gear shifter. There's 1, 2 down there, 3, and then another one on that other side. I'm going to start with this one in the front. Alright, see now how that is up and kind of out of our way. And then we can get into the side of it better to pop that clip off. It's always a pain in the ass. But basically, sometimes it's easier if you undo the front of it first and slide that out, and there's a little clip right here. Sometimes you can push on it hard enough to get it to slide up like how I am. Let's see. Alright, see how that's up, and then you can go onto this driver's side. I'm gonna crawl over the truck here. And you can get in here, usually get it off. Alright guys, I got it unhooked. I had to use this tool. See how it has more of a bend? I was able to get in there, undo it, and then you just got to take off that one connector right there. I got my 2 bolts out. Then we can go to this side. You can take this piece out. That piece is off. And then there's 2 more bolts. And then once those 2 bolts are out, this thing should see, I just kind of hit on them, get those clips out of the front. Then you can lift up on the back of it and pull it out. But the wires stay. The brake cable stays, or the parking cable stays. Oh yeah, I definitely forgot some connectors over here on the side. Let's go and do those. Rookie mistake. These 2 guys for the center console. Like I said, guys, it's been probably a month or 2 since I've done one of these. I used to do them all the time. It's just not summertime right now. Where I live in Arizona. It's super hot out. Most people don't even use their heater during the winter. It's not that cold. Really, they just care about AC. And with the heat, it really messes up all the plastic actuators and that kind of stuff in the summertime. So we're always doing AC work. And then I just take this out, set it out of the way. Didn't even realize this guy had his antenna hooked up to the center console. Keep that with the center console, huh? I know, and it sucks. I've been using my air tool. I left all my, I've been leaving all my electric tools at the shop, my other shop, because I don't have no air over there. So it's easier to use the electricity. So if your truck has an amp, you'll have to take out the amp too. Super easy. 3 connectors. 1, 2, 3. Get that wiring harness out of the way. What do we got here on this bracket? 3 8mm. Alright, so take your 3 bolts out, pick it up, take it out of there, and then you gotta take this bracket out. Same thing, 4 8mm. Boom, there's that. And then there is this bracket on the side. It's gonna be 4 8mm. Some people will say to fold the carpet back all the way. I don't ever do that. I just open it up enough for me to get up in there. And that is fine. You'll see them in there, guys. Let me show you. See? And just fold that carpet back. It's not going to hurt it. And then it's hooked up to that wire. Just go ahead and get yourself one of these push pin removal tools. Stick it in there. Take that out of there. You guys are gonna notice I throw every bolt on the floor. I've done a lot of these to where you could just tell where each bolt goes. There's not too many different ones, so don't really worry about that. All right, next we gotta unhook this wiring harness. It starts with this green connector. That's aftermarket. Okay, there's one. Can't remember. I'll have to look up in there and see if there's more. That might be the only one. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only one. Sometimes you gotta take the glove box out. There's just 2 push pins on the side. Yeah, and you gotta take out all of these connectors right here. All of these. So like this one for your radio. Disconnect that. This other one for your radio. Disconnect that. All 4 of these, the green, the blue, the gray, and the gray, those all need to be unhooked. And these connections here are to the AC box. So this wiring harness goes on your AC box, which is what we're taking out. So once you got all those unhooked, you're good. See that red wire right here? Hopefully this is not hooked up, or else we're gonna have to cut it. So there's that. Passenger side is just about done. All we have left is that bolt, and the 2 up on the top. Let's move on to the driver's side. Driver's side, same thing. It's not that crazy. Throw all the tools over there. Let's go get down.
Second trackers. So Phil is racing the same car he raced last year. That's his Can-Am Maverick X3.
Alright guys, so just like the passenger side, take this piece off. This piece. This piece is gonna come off, but somebody put some Phillips in there. Usually it's just 7mm.
Service line 1, please. Service line 1.
This one 7mm. So guys, there's 3 bolts in the bottom. Usually they're all 7mm, but somebody lost them and put Phillips screws in there. So I'm gonna grab a Phillips head screwdriver, take those out, and then this piece comes off. All right, let's see. This just pulls off 2 push pins in the top. Got that out of the way. And then you need to take off this bracket. 4/8 millis. And then, oh my god, look at this rat's nest, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the only thing that sucks about working on Raptors. Oh my god. What the hell is this? Bro, nobody could have been any cleaner about that. Like, I'm gonna take this piece out of here. And this piece just pulls out too, but you see it's like around that hood lever. So you gotta actually pull the hood lever out and push. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. And pull this out. Yeah, right. Don't want to work now. Put the phone down. Maybe I thought so. Just like that. I don't know if you guys seen it because the camera fell, but this whole side is done. We do have to take off this, which is just another 8. And you're only taking off this hood latch so you can get to these guys. Disconnect both of these connectors down here. This one, you see that little piece. Kind of push it forward. Sometimes they're super hard. Can't do it by hand. Get yourself a hook pick and just yank that thing like that. Boom. Push it all the way forward and then wiggle. Yes, and they pop out. Boom. One more. Boom. And then once it's like that, you're good. And no big connectors. We gotta hook up disconnect our steering shaft, and I think our e-brake lever, this side right here, and we're almost there. Let me take a little break for a minute. Alright guys, done with my break. We need to get back and we need to take this out. That's all I'm gonna do right now. Take that out. Boom. Same thing, just pull that carpet back and then get in there and take them off. I'm not going to be able to record it, but just do that. Alright, that piece is out of there. Then you gotta unhook this hose right here. And it should just, there's a little clip on the side of it right here. Just pull it up, pull it out. That's undone. Need to do our e-brake. We'll do that right now. And if you open it and look up, oh, you don't even have to open it. Wrong style. There's 1.7 right there. And then it should, they're kind of stuck in there sometimes. You gotta like push up and pull out on it. There we go. Don't hurt your finger like I just did. And then it has to go up and over the dash because it stays. So you gotta make sure that it doesn't get caught up. Like this guy and all his aftermarket wiring. There's a little wiring harness right there that you gotta slip it back through. That's what I'm doing right now. If you want, you can actually take one of these and undo this clip right there. Make it a little bit easier. Just push it back behind that wire. Boom. Like that. Behind this wire right here. Alright, and that should be pretty much it besides the steering shaft, which I brought another socket for that with an extension. It's a 10mm. And if you look up there, see that 10mm right there. could just pull it back. And then we need to get these 3 bolts on the side, and I usually leave one of them in for last. And don't forget about this A pillar too. We'll go ahead and disconnect the tweeter. Boom. I usually slip my fingers in from up here, and it kind of pops out. You're gonna have to give it one more good yank like that. Pull it up and out. And then on some of the F1s, if the dash has never been out, yeah, this dash has never been out. So most of the time people don't put them back. See that bolt right there? That has to come out. That's the most pain in the ass bolt out of all of them, but usually if you just use an extension and come all the way up here, you can get to it. All right, guys, now we're gonna go for these bolts right here on the side, and I'll show you more. I'm gonna leave one of them. Grab my light. See if we can get back to that guy right there. See an extension and a long 13. Be very careful, do not break the window. I try not to hit the window at all while doing this. All right, guys, I got that one out. It fell down and it fell on the floor right there. I'm gonna show you how to get to these top ones up here. I have my light set up, and if you're looking through the window, you could see both of them right there. So what I like to do is, it's kind of a pain, but while I'm looking out here, I stick my thing in there and I get it started on one like that. See, I got it started. Then we're gonna take it out. And same thing here, guys. You're so close to the window. Do not hit the window. I'm not gonna be able to record taking this out, but do not hit the window because it will crack. Alright, guys, I got the 2 out of that side, driver's side. I'm going to the passenger side. I'm going to show you. There's only one on this side. See it right there. I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the driver's side. I'm going to stick this in there, line it up with that bolt, and just start twisting. And like I said, don't hit the windshield. All right, guys, once you get those top bolts out right there, you got to take out the 2 on the side. I'm going to take out the bottom one first. And if you take that all the way out, the dash is just going to fall down. So you need to have... Sorry. Oh, sorry. You need to have somebody ready to pull it when you pull these last 2 bolts out. That's why I left the one in the driver's side too. I'm gonna call the helper. We're gonna take these last 2 bolts out. We're gonna roll the dash back. I'll get back with you guys when we get back to the AC box. Alright guys, got this old ass AC machine. I was sucking down the AC. You have to disconnect it back there at the firewall at the thermostat expansion valve. Take the 2 heater hoses off. Then there's 3 big nuts that hold the heater cord box in. One is right there under that AC line. I don't know if you can see it right there. The other one is right up there under those heater cords, that bolt right there. And there should be another one next to it somewhere. I will show you guys. Let me find it first. Alright guys, check it out. I have the AC evacuated down. I disconnected that. I had to take this one bolt out of there to move these lines. See how they can all move around now. I got that disconnected from back there. Both my heater hoses are off, as you can see. I face them up so it doesn't spill the coolant everywhere. Let's see. I got my one nut down there on the firewall. You can see that. There's another one on the back right there, and then the last one is below this wiring harness. This wiring harness right here. Put my light over here. It's behind this wiring harness right here on the firewall. Back right below it. You can see it back there. I don't know if I can be able to show you on camera. If you look back there, you will see it. No, I can't get my camera back there. So that's what you need to disconnect on the outside. And we can come around to the inside, and we need to basically take these off, this one off. Let's see if I just got my tools here. Take that off. That's off. These need to come on. That comes off. You can take these 2 bolts out, that bolt out, right there on the top. Let's peek underneath, see if there's a bolt underneath. Sometimes there is. Yep. See that bolt underneath? Right there. You take that bolt off, and then I believe there's one more on the other side, but let's take these off and I'll show you guys. Alright guys, so on the inside you just got to take out a couple of bolts. That one on the top right there, these 2 guys right here, the one on the bottom right there, which I'm gonna do right now. Take that out. Perfect. These 2. That one over there. And the box should be pretty free. The only thing that's going to hang us up is this bottom thing. Usually, if you follow Ford's directions, they want you to roll the carpet over, take out that floor vent piece. Usually, you can roll the top of this back enough and wiggle it out this way. So bring this side more out and roll it, and it'll slide out of that. And same when you're going back in. I'm going to take this out real quick, and then I'll show you guys. Alright guys, so I got the box out. As you can see, this is the bottom side because the left-hand temperature blend door is on the bottom side of the case. That's why you have to take out the case to change it. You'll see I'm going to unbolt this little vent right here, and basically it's going to be right underneath it. Let me show you guys taking this off real quick. It's just like 4 bolts. 4 screws, not even bolts. These things are they're all plastic. Alright, and that pops off. Boom. There's the actuator that we need to change. All of that for that little guy right there. Probably $60 actuator. Let's just say probably $1,200 in labor. That's all that for $60. It is pretty insane. Couldn't they put it somewhere else? Probably. But then we can charge all this money to replace it. And basically it just comes out 2 bolts, that electrical connector comes out. Boom, that's it. And all because of it was clicking, like this gear set in here is stripped out. But there it is. Then you just get your new one, put it in. I'll probably do a time lapse of me putting the whole truck back together. And yeah, thanks for guys for watching. Let me know what I can do to improve the videos. I'd really appreciate it if you guys let me know. Yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you.